Welcome in all. Bear with me one moment. We just need to turn this down a little bit, don't we? It's quite the start of the stream. Goodness me, we've got a lot of people with us today. Thank you, first of all, for what are we saying there? Neighbour hair? Oh, I think that's a Scottish thing. I think I just got that, by the way. Casino Square is expecting headbanging. We're tweaking the playlist this afternoon. We're tweaking the playlist. We're moving away from our funk, and we are going a little bit more retro. Retro by my standards, by the way. So for some of you youngsters, this is going to be absolutely prehistoric. Let me know if the audio's coming through all right, by the way. This is our first stream since moving everything over from that other place to here. We've unpacked the furniture. Not all of it has transferred very happily, I think. Edwin, how do you like the stream? There's no likes here, Edwin. You just sit there with a big smile on your face, and if that's working, then everything else is going to be good. Hopefully, everything's going to be working this afternoon because we have got plenty of people here. Audio is good from Rougeau, coming through crystal clear. That's the kind of clarity we want, Rougeau. Thank you very much for that. So let's do the roll call. Viva la Corona first through the door. A llama on the loose. Simon Thornley is here. I'm here as well, but we're not counting that. We've got No Game. Isaac's with us. Welcome in, Isaac. We've got Rougeau. We've got Games Tell Stories. Edwin's made it over to Twitch. Great to have you here, Edwin. Cabarechek's with us as well. Talis, thank you for this morning's work. We'll say no more about it. Top secret work that it is. Realm 1654. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you want a full 1654. Thank you very much for the follow. That is my new favourite sound. I absolutely love it. Joshua is here. Casino squaring it up. Happy llama, twitchy llama, 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 duck. That's the kind of thing my kids play in the back of the car, and I don't really understand it. Will Llama spend as much money in his entire FM save as PSG have spent in the last week? Yeah, give me a chance, and I will. We've still got some big clubs to move to in this journey, man, if we're ever going to win anything. Joe Arknan, good afternoon. Remind me, Joe. What's the username? What's the username over at the other place? I forget now. Fantastic music, says Kirk. We're going a little bit more retro. We've had 2 streams with the funk playlist. We're going to mix it up a little bit this afternoon. Expect some absolute atrocities from decades gone by, and I'm not even apologising. Scenarios is here. Sean Paul, afternoon. He's made one of his greatest FM ever achievements last night. A journeyman career, unemployed, ended up in the Chilean second division and won the league in your second season. Let's stop there for a second. You started a save last night and already got through 2 seasons? Goodness me. Or did you not start the save last night? You also won the Chilean Cup and you're in the top league next season and the Copa Libertadores. Absolutely fabulous. We've left the Tichy of streaming platforms. Indeed, we have. Rougeau, thank you again for that little reassurance on the audio. Always nice to know that you can actually hear what I'm saying. Maybe not so nice for you, but I quite enjoy knowing. Cabarechik, now tell you, what did you miss when you were off? And by that, you mean the last 2 streams. A move to Crystal Palace. Cabarechik came 9th, but we only played the last 5 games of last season. We've kicked off the new campaign. We're 3 games in and we're rubbish. Absolutely terrible. We're going to try and put that right in vain probably this afternoon, I think. Casino Square, to use a descriptor for which Llama has a penchant. The music is very agricultural. This is classic rock, my friend. Thank you very much. Favourite genre is a combination of jazz and funk. Call it junk. We might have to change over to the other playlist then for you, Isaac. Talis's lips are sealed. Only you and Casino Square have any idea what's going on in the background there, so we'll keep that very, very private. Kurt was with me until Status Quo. It's the only Quo song I would ever put on. I've no idea what's coming next, by the way. Sean didn't start the save last night. It's been a week, probably 6 months to get the Chilean job too. Armstrong is in, and if you don't know Armstrong, forgive me, Armstrong. I'm really very old in chronological years. And I'm also very, very new when it comes to streaming on a proper platform. I'm giving you a verbal shout out here. Armstrong FM is a streamer. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, Armstrong, the inaugural winner of the Wish List Draft Tournament, I believe. MG _ let's not mess that out. Radiant. Thank you very much for playing my favourite song. So if you are looking for other streamers to follow, now that we are settling into our new surroundings, let me recommend Armstrong FM. He is a fabulous young man. Speaking of fabulous young men, Alistair is with us as well. Welcome into you, sir. Very nice. Must be a rare day off for you. Should you not be jetting around Scandinavia or Northern Europe in your high-powered broker job that you do? Very nice. You're spending a few minutes over with us, Alistair. Casino, as the Chief Executive Officer of Llamas, you're privy to the goings-on. It also helps that you're Llama's favourites. Don't tell Pokes. Don't tell Pokes. Ed, the resolution is sharper on this platform for your low-tech device. It shouldn't be. Should be sharper over at the other place, but we'll take it as a win. Oh, it's that noise again. Rankers. Thank you very much for following. If you are new to the stream, we do get to some playing a Football Manager eventually. Honestly, we do. Yeah, we're a good 13 minutes in and I'm still just welcoming everybody through the door. Armstrong, were you involved in that old pro clubs last night, would it? Tommy C. I tell you what, Tommy C. Afternoon, young sir. We'll take that. Take that. Thank you very much. Casino, this is where a smart mod would shout out Armstrong. I've got you covered. Don't you worry. I've got you covered. I've done it on verbal, and Rugio's an old pro there, I think. Thank you, Rugio. Not working this week, says Alistair. However, you haven't finished earlier than 9 p.m. I didn't know people could work until that time. That sounds absolutely abhorrent. Rugio, it should be, but it's not working. That is probably the fault of mine, I would imagine. If the two of us decide I'm your favourite Llama, we can tell Pokes we beat him 2-1. All in favour of that. The verbal shout out is more than enough. Thank you very much. We could be doing that a few times this afternoon. Alistair, you can use /shout out, then the name of the streamer. Isn't that what our good friend Rugio tried there? Oh, look, somebody did it. Casino Square did a thing. Joshua Brown, you are a hero. Armstrong's whooping, and may he well. That could well be the first shout out we've done, Armstrong, that isn't for our own mods there. They managed to shout themselves out quite successfully during the last stream. And now we're doing it for other people. Fabulous. Ed, new platform looks slick. Gonna tune in next week. You're off on your travels again, aren't you, Ed? Indonesia this time. Come on, give us a little bit more. Whereabouts are you going? And what are you getting up to? Shall we tentatively start jumping into a little bit of Football Manager, shall we? If you are new, by the way, let's do a little bit of due diligence here. Carlo Ancelotti challenge. Just like Carlo, we're going to try and win all of Europe's big 5 leagues. So let's go through Carlo's roll call there. Premier League with Chelsea, wasn't it? Bundesliga with Bayern München. La Liga with Real Madrid. Serie A with AC Milan. And Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Ligue 1 Uber Eats with Paris Saint-Germain, if I remember rightly. But we are going to try and do it with a little bit of a difference. We're going to try and do it only managing clubs from the 5 capital cities in those nations, which gives you more to choose from than you might think. And we've been around the houses so far. We've started out at Kingstonian after holidaying for a season. We bounced to Sutton United, to Bromley, to Birmingham City, who are not from one of the 5 capitals, please don't ask, to Queen's Park Rangers, to Red Star Paris, to Rayo Vallecano, and now Crystal Palace. And we're fairly new through the door, Crystal Palace. Have a look. Have a look. It was a bit of a time last time, wasn't it? And we'll be hearing that music a lot this afternoon, I think. A 1-1 draw with newly promoted Stoke. A 3-0 humbling at Manchester City. 2-0 up against Brighton. I thought, hey, don't worry. Here we go. We've cracked it. No. 72nd minute 2-1. 77th minute 2-2. Probably lucky not to lose in the end. Oh dear. Worried indeed. We could be doing some tactical shenanigans this afternoon. Shenanigans of the highest order. I would not be surprised. It's, 17 minutes past 1. I'll give it to 1:45 before we're playing a 4-4-2. Armstrong, welcome to the mod world. We would be lost without you all. I didn't even know what a mod was, Armstrong. But they're wonderful people, aren't they? Wonderful people. An MG Radiant. You're a simple man. You'll fit in very well here. You see a streamer. You give a follow. Isaac, capital of the Midlands. Ish. Ed, Ireland. Oh, come on, Ed. We don't need to hear this. I live in possibly the most landlocked part of the United Kingdom. And there's that noise again. Callum Allen, _7. Welcome to you and the other 6 if they're here. Thank you for making that little noise, please. It's my favourite thing. So Ed's island hopping. A guided visit to... Oh, come on now. Komodo Island. To catch some active Komodo dragons in their natural habitat. Oh, hang on. And he saves the best to last. Bit of snorkeling with the manta rays. Come on now, Ed. Come on. We didn't need to hear that. Casino, are we 1 till 3 today? We absolutely are. I have been told by Mrs. Llama. I've maybe got 15 minutes leeway and then I'm done. She's yanking the cable out of the modem. Modems, are they a thing? Isaac, Llama panicking after a loss to City. Well, no, it's more giving away a 2-goal lead to Brighton, if I'm honest. Got no game, mods are gods. Like that. Are there any landlocked parts of the United Kingdom? That's a good point, because it's an island. Can you have landlocked parts of an island? If so, where I live is... I think I'm as far from the sea as it's possible to be in the UK. Aussie Villains with us as well. This is new. You were waiting for waiting at the old place for things to start. Sorry, I didn't put it in the old community thing like I said I would. Oops. Ed, you only live once. Don't put it off. Well, you're certainly not doing that, are you? Snorkeling with manta rays and tickling Komodo dragons? Good Lord. Well, I mean, what a couple of weeks you're going to have. Benjamin Bessemer is here. Well. If it isn't your favourite animal-based Twitch streamer, that's going to hit the honey badger hard, I would imagine. And FM Stoat. But I will take that and wear it as a badge of honour, Benjamin. Good to see all of our regulars here. Let me go. What are we going to say here? Muha 280. I do hope I've pronounced that correctly because I do like that username. Muha. You are a legend. I don't think that's true at all. But we do have a chat full of legends. And we have a legendary playlist. Come on. Out of 10 now. Out of 10. How are we rating the early stages of the retro playlist? What have we had so far? A little bit of T-Rex, I remember, was on first. Some rumblings about the Quo. We're on to the Eagles. I know, we had the Eagles. Oh, they're still playing. Take it to the limit. Bit of the Eagles. Oh, here we go. Simon's giving it the 8. Coach Zanko is putting his hand up and giving it the much love. I think that's just your arrival in the stream, isn't it, Coach, rather than appreciation of the playlist. Muha is giving it a 9. Rougeau's gone decimals, which I appreciate. Solid 8.5. MG Radiant is enjoying the tunes today. Okay, all right. I think it might just be the youngsters then that are wondering what on earth these notes are in some kind of random order. We're playing Plymouth, by the way, first up today. It's Rumbelows. They don't call it the Rumbelows Cup anymore, do they? What do they call it? The Coca-Cola Cup? Carling Cup, I think they call it these days, don't they? Benjamin Bessemer, you wouldn't miss the debut. Can we call it the debut, Benjamin? It's my third debut, shall we say, of the official Twitch Friday. Okay, it's our first Friday. We didn't. We did it last Friday, didn't we? That was the unofficial debut. Here we go. Isaac, apparently the place in England furthest from the sea is Coton in the Elms, Derbyshire. All right, well, that tinkles on my bonfire a little bit, doesn't it? That's probably 40 miles north of where I live. But, due north, I'm still in the spine of landlockedness. Carabao, is it? I prefer the Rumbelows. Plymouth got promoted in real life, right? They did. And I'm pretty sure they topped the table and were champions, if I remember rightly. Sheffield Wednesday came up with them, and Ipswich, I think, wasn't it? And I think it was Plymouth that won the title. Pretty sure going into the last day of the season, all 3 could have won the title. But Sheffield Wednesday were the ones that missed out. And then we all know how the playoffs went for them. All right, we're taking a bit of a turn now. We're on to the Doobie Brothers. But what division are Plymouth in this save? Not entirely sure, actually. Come on. Let's just have a little look. Simon's upping it by a 0.5 for the Doobie Brothers. There we go. Casino Square, you believe it's sponsored by the Milk Cup? That takes me back. Radiant, you have to forgive me. I can see you're talking soccer scenarios, but I'm going to butt in here because I like the look of this. You've driven from the East Coast to California and back multiple times. 3 days solid driving. And that's with someone else being able to... Do you know what? The furthest I've driven... Let me rephrase that. Mrs. Llama won't let me drive because my driving makes her travel sick. The furthest I've been passengered is San Francisco to LA and then to Vegas. And that was a heck of a trip. Bit of time in Monterey. Santa Cruz. Not Roque Santa Cruz, but the town Santa Cruz. Santa Monica. That was a good old time. Aaron F. 1984. Thank you very much for making that fabulous noise, please. If you're lurking, God bless you. If you want to get involved with the chat, you'll find the nicest group of people in the world in here who will welcome you. And if 1984 is indeed the year of your birth, then I can confirm you are absolutely in the right place. As the playlist denotes, First in League One, these scoundrels. Which means they're in good form, but also means they're 2 divisions below us. But I feel like we need a win and a bit of form, so I don't think I'm actually going to rest anybody. We might just get out there. And Aussie Villain, he thought about it for a little bit. Aussie Villain, he was mulling it over, just see whether the stream's any good or not. And then he's in. Then he's in with a follow. Thank you very much, good sir. You'll have to give me updates. Not that I follow these things particularly closely. But is the cricket underway today, or is it raining? Oh, they're all in now, aren't they? Noah Jones, 0, is now following. That's better than being the first Noah Jones, isn't it? Thank you very much for all these follows early on in the stream. This is absolutely superb. Who else we got with us? Head, Heart and Balls. Howdy Llama, working and lurking. So hoping for some immaculate vibes. We'll do our very best for you. Love the lurkers, by the way. Whether you're lurking, smirking, in your living room, twerking, you are more than welcome in here. But if you do fancy a bit of Friday chat to welcome in the weekend, just get involved. It's not a closed shop here. Everybody is very welcoming and will make you feel very much at home. I want to get James Bangura back involved, don't I, actually? Here we go. Peter Gabriel's on. Peter Gabriel's on. What are we doing? Are we upping our scores or are we reducing them now? Again, this is probably the only Peter Gabriel song I think I would put on, but try it out for size, see what you think. Even you youngsters, give it a chance. You might like it. Isaac can confirm it's melting in Leeds. Tomorrow is the rain. Benjamin, 98 away. What are we 98 away from, Benjamin? Is that a cricket reference? Are we 98 runs from something? Ed, can you beam the screen to the TV? You could on the old platform. Pretty sure that is a thing. Ozzy, don't give follows for free. Got to make sure the quality is out there. I'm glad you made an exception in this case, by the way. Glad you made an exception. Simon Thornley takes you back to uni. Salisbury Hill is better, though. Benjamin Bessemer, we are 98 away from the goal, are we? Yeah, the goal was 300 new followers since we started streaming on Sunday, and we've had a little bit of a time. It's going very well, isn't it? Greeno! Peter Gabriel classic, Der Hammer. Don't remind me, Greeno. I don't need any references to Thomas Hitzelsberger. Thank you very much. Boss Mans, 420. What is the Ancelotti challenge? I'll show you, good sir. I'll show you. We're going to try and win all of Europe's big 5 leagues, but only managing clubs that come from the capital cities of each nation. So, of course, Carlo Ancelotti won all 5 of those leagues. But by managing Bayern Munich and AC Milan, he didn't actually do it with clubs strictly from the capital cities. He did in France with Paris. He did in Spain or Real Madrid. Of course, he did in London with Chelsea. We're going to try and win all 5 of those leagues, only managing clubs from the capital. So far, we've won none of them. But we're at our biggest club yet. We've just moved from Rayo Vallecano in Spain's 2nd division to Crystal Palace in the Premier League. And I feel like a couple of strong seasons and the big clubs could come cooling. Hertha Berlin, Roma, Atletico Madrid. Somewhere where we might be able to win something. That's the plan. That's the plan. Do we dislike Hitzelsberger more than Leszek Bartnicki? We do. I don't think we dislike anybody more than Thomas Hitzelsberger. Apart from maybe certain politicians. Monkey in the Fog, afternoon, all sorry you're late. Been out walking. Warm out there indeed. Warm out there indeed. And are we going Eli or are we going at LEE there? I'm going to go Eli E4. Correct me, by the way. I do make mistakes if I got that wrong. 97 says Benjamin. And Sebesta32. Thank you to both of you for following. If you want to jump in the chat and get involved, you are more than welcome over here. Am I happy with this side, by the way? I don't think I am. I want to get Bangura in. And I want to get Adyinkam in as well. We will not speak ill of the Hammer. I know he's an Aston Villa favourite, isn't he? But he also sacked me in FM20. Spoiler if you've not seen that series, but I'll be brutally honest with you, nobody has. I don't imagine anyone's going to go back watching it now. Apologies, Joshua. Apologies. I know it's your favourite. Benjamin, you really are counting down there, aren't you? 96. Mild dislike of In-Save Gerard. Not just In-Save. You miss Nom. Are you allowed to say that? No. Oh, Sabesta. It's Jamie from Australia. Jamie Sabo. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. How's Victoria? That's right, isn't it? 3 hours from Melbourne. That's Victoria, isn't it? Hope you're well this afternoon. Hope you are well. Okay, come on. 32 minutes into the stream. Let's play a game. That's a record for me. Plymouth. Now, look, if we lose to Plymouth, it's Pet Shop Boys. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Just this song. Just this song. If we lose to Plymouth, I'm going to start worrying about this tactic. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I think Isaac has already guessed this. I'm already worrying about this tactic. Maybe it's a little bit too conservative, a little too cautious. Let's go down to key for this one. Maybe we need to be a little bit more high press, engage the opposition a little bit more, be a little bit more aggressive in our play. Because our defence is not the best, and maybe I've set up a tactic where we're just sitting back waiting to concede goals, as we have done in, all 3 of the games so far. But this is different. This is a League One club, so we should be favourites for this. It's a League One club, and I'm putting out our best 11, so let's see how we get on. Here's Makoko, driving to the line. Oh, that was a good chance as well. It's a good chance. Down to 7 for Simon. I knew it was a risk. Now, White, that is us, isn't it, with the 5 shots? I'm hoping that's us. Half time though, and 0-0. Oh, 1 shot on target. I'm already redesigning the 4-4-2 in my head. Point the finger. You simply have to do better in front of goal, which our central defender looked disheartened about. It's not you, son. It's the strikers. Aussie Villain, he sacked me good and proper. I'm going to be brutally honest. Potas44, you used to play with Kovar. Ed, keep the faith. The run starts. Does it start in the second half? Because it didn't start in the first. I mean, I already am pressing. Why are we so rubbish then? Do I not have enough players leading the press? Do I need a second striker or an advanced midfielder in there? There's that noise again. Wilco 188FM. Wilco, welcome in. If you're lurking this afternoon as you finish your working week, then you have a wonderful time there lurking. If you want to get involved with the chat, tell us where you are in the world, who in the world you support. We'd love to hear from you. Bosman, have you won any silverware at any of the other clubs? Promotions, league titles. What have we won? We won League 2 with Bromley. We won League 2 with QPR. We won France's... did we win the National with Red Star Paris, or did we get promoted via the playoffs? I can't remember now. Kessen's with us. Why is YouTube purple? It's the future. Don't question it. We're just all embracing it, I think. Maybe. Maybe I need to change things around a little bit. Maybe those two go on to support. So he goes on to attack. And so does Morty. So we have somebody joining from the midfield. Ed, is the tempo too high? Is the play a bit rushed? Well, it's standard. I've not pumped it up at all, and I'm working the ball into the box, so Wilco, oh, you've jumped in the chat, Wilco. Fabulous to meet you. How are you? You live in London and you support the mighty Arsenal. Who? I'm coming to watch. Not for the first time. I've seen them play my club, Birmingham, at St Andrews. But I've never been to the Emirates Stadium before. But I'm going to watch that Monaco game in the, what do they call it? The Emirates Cup. Because my children have, should we say bullied? I think we should. Have bullied me into doing the 92. And getting tickets to some of those Premier League games is both expensive and challenging when you're not a season ticket holder. So we're trying to do a couple of pre-season games. And straight after this stream, we're going shopping for Brighton versus Rayo Vallecano tickets as well. The Rayo Vallecano fans will be casting some glares in my direction, I think, after walking out of them in Football Manager. But we move. Oh, we've got to do better this second half. I'm panicking. 8 shots, 1 on target. Here we go. Aggie and Gum. So hopefully our wingers are going to come and get a little bit more involved from deep now. And this player is going to be getting in behind the defence, which he did then. But for some reason, he checked back. That was our best chance of the game. And it was a pass back from the Plymouth defenders. Okay, we go again. Morty to Yeboah. All right, we're going to build from the back. Here we go. There's our winger. He is dropping deeper, isn't he? He's allowed his fullback to get ahead of him there. Makoko might have strayed there, I think. We're not celebrating. Or are we? We are. Goal! I thought he was a yard off there. He's drifted in, and it was Morty getting further forward that fed him. Good old Morty. Oh, he's timed it beautifully. All right, remember what I've done there. Wingers on support, central midfielder on attack. Change the complete forward from support to an advanced forward. And we're starting to look a little bit more potent. Cue the Plymouth equaliser. Here we go. Lacroix, Bangora. Like Sylvester Stallone, we've gone over the top, but they've won the ball back. Come on, where's this high press that I've set up? Listless pressing. Lacroix, Bangora again. He's pinged one. McCooks is in. Blaze that one there, didn't you, son? Blaze that one. Here we go. Maybe try narrow with the width, says Ed, and encourage movement through the centre. It's interesting, Ed. That's interesting. Am I alone in thinking we looked a little bit better since we changed it up a little? I think we need some subs on as well. Let's get Flavio in the groove. Kelv. We don't have a lot on the bench for Kelv, do we? There we go. And Archie Gray, you never play well, do you, son? What's Biasoli like? Oh, he's absolutely the roaming playmaker, isn't he? Lovely stuff. Let's do some catching up as well. Salty B is with us. This is where mods Salty B. If we've worked out how to do shout outs, Salty B's our man for this. He's a beautiful human being. Memory serves, he's an Aston Villa fan, so he's not that beautiful. But he's a Cheltenham native, so yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Simon thought the movement was good. Salty Bees lurking while working. Love that. Greeno, last time you went to the Amex, you saw the Cherries put 5 past them. What a day. I've never been to the Amex either, so I'm excited about that. Striker on attack seems to make some kind of sense, does it? What I was hoping before is that he would come and, drop into these little pockets and players would burst past him who weren't picked up by defenders. We've failed miserably at that. So let's get somebody running in behind. I'm not sure Martin Satriano is that man. Off the ball of 14, but he's old and paceless. Maybe Flavs will be better. Look at that, pace of 15. Good old Flavs. Games tell stories. Just be warned. Travel from Brighton city centre to the Amex will be tricky that weekend. No trains stopping at the stadium as it's Pride weekend, and there will be loads of people. Brilliant. I've picked a great weekend then, haven't I? It's like the time I drove into London not knowing the London Marathon was on. That was difficult. There's no roads open. Reduced capacity at the ground too, but they're doing park and ride or car parking on site. Stories. That is fabulous info. Thank you very much for that. They're reduced capacity then. I best get my wriggle on with the tickets. They went on sale today. Ed, so your comments before the goal. Keep it as is for now. We will keep it as is, my friend. And Monkey in the Fog, you're still updating the MySpace wall with films you've never watched to make you look cool. If you like MySpace, check out Mastodon. I was on there at the weekend setting up a new account because of the fire over at Twitter. Goodness me, Mastodon's not great. That other one, the Threadsy one, ethically, I think people have question marks about, but user-wise, Flavs. Come on, Flavs. User-wise, it's a bit better. Anchorman's on a yellow. Need to sub him. He will be less effective. And Lacroix as well. So we could make those our final 2 changes on about 65. By the way, Makuka, I think, has had a decent old game today, hasn't he? That's the kind of chance I like as well. Tap-ins. Wide players providing tap-ins. I'm a big fan of. Okay. We've got concerns then, have we? I've got concerns that these players are getting out of their order. Bangura off them. Off for... I guess it's going to have to be Haidara and then Rosales on for Lacroix. And hopefully there's no injuries in the final 20 minutes because we're done and dusted, kippers and custard now. Isaac, either that or you can go to Preston to watch Liverpool against that German side. Is that the same day? We've got to be careful here, Isaac. We've got to be careful. Is that the same day? Oh, don't send him off. I've just subbed him. Oh, B. Come on now. The game knew, didn't it? It's done that deliberately. Come off it. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. So now what do? We ditch the Anchorman. And then we bring Haidari on to play there, I guess. At least that gives us a sub we can still make. Maybe we need to drop the lines a little. I feel like Football Manager knew what it was doing there. I feel like I'm a fish on the end of the hook. Yeah, Isaac, vis-a-vis the Liverpool game in Preston, I've sold Mrs. Llama on a trip to Brighton. Never been to Brighton. She was moderately excited compared to some of the other trips I've made her go to watch football. Moderately excited she was. Will she be as excited about a trip to Preston? Hard to say, but my money's going to be on no. Although Preston, we can there and back it in a day from where I live, I reckon. Brighton would probably be a cheeky little stopover, I think. So, Monkey in the Fog, your memory of the Amex. Decent beer, comfy seats, Ipswich lost. The latter pretty standard behaviour over the last 20 years, but not last season, though. Sockstars is enjoying the threads so far, not going to lie. Casino's are now in love with Tonton Yusufa Makoko. Rook's in. He's not here, but he's here. Good to see you, Rook. Not on the same day. Okay. Are they a weekend apart? I'm pushing my luck with all these football games, by the way. You can make both games on the same day. Just get a flight. No. Can't do that. You should have prayed to the FM gods. Now you're going to go make some nachos. It's only July, but have you any FM24 save thoughts? You're going to start having a think soon. I am. Are we doing this, Salty? Are we talking about this right now? Are we doing this? My YouTube series for FM24 is determined. That's locked in. As much as anything's locked in by me, because I change my mind a lot. But my FM24 YouTube series is done. It's decided. I've got a new FM23 series. Episode 1 is recorded. It's going to be out a week on Tuesday. That's not next Tuesday, is it? The Tuesday coming's the next one. A week on Tuesday. And we've decided what we're doing for FM24 as well. But what we've not decided upon, and some people have been in my DMs discussing ideas, what we've not decided upon is what we're going to do on Twitch for FM24. And it's going to be a one club save, and it's going to be in a bottom division. And I would love it to be a club that I can make a pilgrimage to actually go and watch. We've got no money, so we can't do anything there. By the way, if anybody is of a certain age, this song cannot fail to remind you of the first season of the Premier League. Joshua Isaac, that was still more than a decade before you were born. I realise that. We've got Blackburn in the next round. Looking good, looking good. So yeah, Salty, we've done things, and exciting news. Exciting news. Somebody arrived in my DMs this morning with an idea for another little FM24 project. Shenanigans, if you will. It's very exciting. A little something that would involve me and somebody else, which was very exciting. Blackpool, what are you up to? Gonzalo. I don't know. Queggler? Queggles. You want a bit of Gonzalo Queggles on loan, do you? 22 years old. Queggles, can we let you go? It's that noise again. Sean is God, by the way. Goodness me, he's arrived. Thank you for the follow, Sean. You're very, very kind. And Glossy Jr. Thank you very much for the follow, the pair of you. Very, very kind. Great to have a couple of new followers. If you're working, lurking, shmirking, shirking, twerking, then you are most welcome here. And if you want to get involved with the chat, just jump in and say hello. RJB, just pop in and say hi. Catch the VOD later. If there's one on the page, there will. The VOD is set up. RJB, I love it when people pop in and say they can't make it. We know this. We know this. I find it incredibly polite. Glossy Jr. reminded you to follow. How's the save going? Depends what your parameters are for success, Glossy. Considering as we started with no job, no coaching badges, and no football experience, managing Kingstonian, with the goal of trying to win all of Europe's Big Five leagues, I guess you say managing QPR is progress. We're not doing very well at QPR. I will say that. Right, Flavio would be our backup striker. After him, do you know what? Alex, I tell you what, I'm going to let you go till January. Can't say fairer than that. When do they want him? Until end of the season? No. Let's go to the next transfer window. Lock that in. If you agree to that, he's yours. There you go. Bit of first team football for you. And Oxford. I don't. Same to you, Oxford. Same to you. There we go. There we go. Salty, must decide on your save soon. I don't think there's that much of a rush, is there? Otherwise, you'll end up being a professional FIFA streamer and nobody wants that. Give the people what they want. Pokesy's in, by the way. Pokesy's in. Good to see you. Afternoon, sir. Friday, Pokes. Does that mean you're live later on tonight? If so, let us know the time because we all want to be there. I noticed some of our regulars have started jumping over to your streams now, Pokes. Got a little bit of cross-pollination. Isaac's there. Joshua's there. Everybody appreciates the Pokes now. Sean is God. Here we go. How have you not followed outrageous behaviour? Do not worry about that, Sean. We're glad you're here. This is only my third ever stream over on Twitch. So don't worry about not following. Good to have you here at all. Let us know where you are in the world, Sean, and who you support. Oh, and we've shouted out Pokes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Glossy, all about the journey makes the success at the end. I love the way you're assuming we're going to have some success at the end. I like that level of ambition because we might not. But we are definitely about the journey here. Soul, if Krista is following as well. What a raft of followers we've had. Krista, thank you very much for becoming, I was about to say the latest, but Fizzy FM jumps in and follows as well. You incredibly kind people. And Chunky Drewster is following as well. What a bunch. What a gang. 3 follows in 60 seconds. 4 follows. Muldoon, 26, is now following. Goodness me, you fabulous people. Not Mr. Raid, have I? Goodness me. Where are all these little spate of followers come from? Sean is God. You're from Northampton and you're a cobbler. I live very close to you, Sean. I don't live in Northampton, but I live very close. If you live in Northampton, Sean, if you know a little village called Malton, I used to work there. I don't anymore. Salter, it's a follow train. I know. And Krista, you're from Denmark, 19 years of age, and you support Spurs. Would that make Højbjerg your favourite player? I'm trying to think whether Spurs have any more Danes. I can't think of any. Christian Eriksen, of course, back in the day. You'll have to let us know, Krista, as well, by the way. Whereabouts do you live in Denmark? Because I do love testing myself to pronounce some Danish towns and cities. Sean, you know Malton. You went to college there. Well, I know Malton College very, very well. That is not where I worked, but I did not work very far from there, my friend. So what a small world it is. You knew there were more Spur fans around. Pokes, there you go. We found another for you. Glossy's from Chesterfield, and you're a Chef U supporter. Have they done any business yet, Glossy? they've probably got a little bit to do, haven't they, to get ready for the new season? You made very light work of my club Birmingham on the final day of the season. I know you're already promoted by them, but we didn't put up much of a challenge. Okay, so we're going to change you to supports and you to attacks and you also running those channels and leading the line. Lacroix, come on, you can't get sent off against Plymouth and be suspended for the Premier League, surely. Haidari's going to have to come in for him. And then we're going to need... Oh, no. Do you remember the backup to the assistant regional manager, Ross Healy-Byrne? Oh, he's getting on the bench. He's getting on the bench. There's no way he's ready. There he goes. There he goes. Monkey in the Fog, you've noticed that before almost every game, your assistant suggests an almost completely different first 11. Is that a me thing, or have you noticed that in your game as well? Because if there's anybody clueless, it's likely to be me. How goes the matches? We've beaten Plymouth in the Rumbelows. And we're not getting excited about that. Christy, you loved Ericsson. Don't really rate Huiberg. You're from... Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that, am I? I know the club from there is AC Horsens, isn't it? But you probably don't pronounce it as Horsens. You couldn't have given me a cheeky bit of Copenhagen, could you? I can say that one. Glossy, looking at completing Slimani from Brunby. There you go, Krista. Give us a scouting update. What are they like in the next week? But it's been very quiet, very tight budget as the owner wants to sell. Is this the same owner that sacked... He was the guy that was at Middlesbrough last season and was also at Northampton Town. Chris something, isn't he? Is that the same owner that fell out with him? Talis, the AM usually gives you the best 11 for the week, performance-wise. Yeah, maybe they're factoring in a bit of fitness as well, considering we've been on a bit of a purge of games. Mr. Wajam is following as well. Thank you very much for the follow. You're incredibly kind. Yeah, Wilder, that's the badger. Chris Wilder. You don't play FM. You get your fix watching me. Get involved, monkey. Get involved. You don't know anything about game mechanics. Hey, have I ever let that be a barrier? Come on. Come on, you've watched enough of this by now to know that I have not got the slightest clue what I'm doing. Are you a lapsed player, Foggy? Have you played in the past? Or have you never played? Glossy, he wanted to leave. Good manager, but got arrogance. Well, he's not been anywhere near success since, has he? So that backfired. And Caffeine, welcome in, Ian. Another fellow streamer, Caffeine FC. How am I? Good. Good, I would say. Football manager-wise, though, Caffeine. Too early to say this stream. I feel a little bit out of my depth managing in the Premier League, I won't lie. And we're going to play Southampton away. Oh, this is a bit of a grudge, by the way. Because, of course, Michael Carrick is the manager that walked out on Crystal Palace to take over at Southampton, and that's how we got the Crystal Palace job. So the fans are going to be looking to see whether they're still pining for Michael Carrick, and I'm going to say they probably are, aren't they? How's he doing? Oh, he's got him up to 5th. Of course he has. Of course he has. Why, we're 17th. There you go. Great. Oh, Krista, but you're looking forward to seeing your new coach. What, Postecoglou? You missed the offensive football. Well, Postecoglou should give you that, shouldn't you? Kessin, you haven't played for 3 years. You let Llama do the suffering for you now. I feel like suffering is happening in the next match. I guess we're happy with that. Not sure we've found the right Ron Burgundy yet. 6.8 against Plymouth for Bangura. Oh, what do we try? Do we make another little change? Because he could come into the team. I reckon he could play Premier League football, but we'd have to shuffle around a little bit. Can you tackle? Not really. No. Oh. And I don't think you're an upgrade, are you, Fabrice? Championship player, the coaches reckon. All right, we go as is. It's us versus Michael Carrick. We're worried. What have we missed? Rook. Are they pining for the fjords? Oh, who pining for the fjords? I am, constantly. If Spurs get top table and you get exciting football, you're happy. I'd imagine. Monkey, you played in the past, started with the very first Championship Manager all those years ago. Life got a bit busy and found it too addictive. I don't know what you're talking about. I can turn this off whenever I... What? Yeah, I get you. Talis, Spurs could be interesting to see this year. You do hope they finally find some kind of style of football. Other than depending on Kane and Son. Well, Spurs fans, you're going to have to let me know here. Are you going to be depending on Kane next season, or is he going to get a very expensive move to Bayern? Otherwise, he's going to walk for nothing, isn't he, next season? And I don't know how that would be received. Wouldn't you rather get the 80, 90 mil now? Buy yourself, I don't know, whatever you buy for 90 million. A Declan Rice? Okay, I want to be... No. Carry on the last performance. We should do well. Here we go. So we tweak the formation. And we're hoping that's going to make all the difference. Oh, he's playing a 4-4-2. He's playing God's own system. Ah, he's gonna eat us alive, isn't he? Michael Carrick seems to know a thing or two about management. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Hang on. That could help. Could help. I tend to lose to 10 men. That in the second minute, that'll do. And we've had some shots. Here we go. Bangura, Yaboa. Come on, then. God, Leonard Skinner firing up as well, ready for the goals. Oh, you've given it away. I always lose to 10 men. I never beat 10 men. Oh, come off it. Oh, he's blazed it. He has blazed it. Oh, I'm not going to win. Not going to win. What do we got? Okay, you're back. When are you able to apply for affiliate? What's affiliate? Is that the first thing? I think I've got to do 8 streams in a month to apply for affiliate. And I need an average of 3 viewers over that time. So if we can do 8 streams and average 3 people, we're in. We get affiliate. Talis, need a set amount of followers plus X number of stream hours. Yeah. I think the followers is 50. So I think we've done that. I think. Rook, if you want a proper pilgrimage club, it can't be in the same hemisphere. Rook, how far do you want me to pilgrimage? I was thinking of driving a few hours. Isaac, convinced Kane makes Spurs worse? That is very controversial. That's me saying that the Beatles are overrated. Krista, also excited about Maddison. Need a bit of creativity in midfield. And you think Kane will stay? Simon, mark the wingers with your wingers. Are my wingers already doing any marking? No. Let me work out rights and lefts. This is my right winger. Would mark. I get it. That's it. So my left winger would then mark their right winger. And I get it there. God, this is like trying to do up a tie whilst looking in the mirror. Impossible. Soccer Norwich, you're honestly so surprised they haven't sold him unless they truly think he'd sign a new deal. I think Bayern Munich have said they'll take him now or they'll wait. And the guy, he's never won a trophy. I don't think he's even got a certificate, has he, at Spurs? So he's gonna want to jump over to Munich, isn't he? And on a free, well, I guess a whole host of other clubs would be interested next summer. So, Greeno, at least you're no longer facing a 4-4-2. No, what have they done? 4-4-1, I'd imagine. There you go. They're still going to win. Think you'll just about get the average viewers. Well, 3's the target. What are we on? Well, we're on above 3 today. So do we count as people when it comes to viewer numbers? You're not sure about yourself. No, Pokes, you're just a number. 50 followers and 3 average viewers. There we go. If there's anyone who'll nail that, it's you. I don't know about that. With this playlist, things can go south very, very quickly. Scenarios. Even if no one shows up for the next 5 streams, we'll have an average of above 3. That's maths, my friend. Thank you very much. So if we average 24 hours over this stream, we're done. No, I think it's 8 hours over 7 streams. And this is going to be stream number 3, although I did a test stream, so I think that's counting as the 4th. If we average 48 over the first hour of this, we're done. How do you know that kind of maths? Partner's the first real hurdle. We'll never get partner. Partner's not a thing. You've got to average 75 viewers for a month. That cannot be done. I would have to stream Grand Theft Auto in a hot tub in order to make that happen. Llama is going to go for the partner then affiliate. No, partner's not a thing. He doesn't make Spurs worse. The problem is the tactics under Conte and Mourinho would give the ball to Harry. Just made us utterly reliant on him being brilliant. And he was. First time chatter, Evo Illustrations joined us. Thank you for commuting over. Glad to see you here. Look good in the... You're very kind. In real life, I don't think I could pull off purple, but we're doing all right today. Wash your mouth out. Kane won the Audi Cup. What's that? Rook, if you're asking me, you'd send me to East Asia, but you know you're a bit biased. So Africa maybe, or France. Well, I might be able to do France at a push. I don't think I can fly to South Africa to watch a team that I'm managing in Football Manager, though. I'd have to start Kickstarter or something for that. Okay. They've had a man sent off after 2 minutes and then had the best chance of the game after 9. So we are nervous. We're doing absolutely nothing. Here we go. We're giving the ball away. Great. We won it back again. Better. And giving it away again. Typical. Oh, come on now. Oh, don't. Oh, we've given away a pen. Oh, no, we won the ball. Oh, there's that little follow noise again. Oh, no, it's a raid. Stinger's jumping in. Second stream running. Come in, Raiders. Welcome in. No, not now. Oh, for sake. Ah! Stinger, I am blaming you for that. Southampton were down to 10 men after 2 minutes. They're managed by the manager that left Crystal Palace so that we could take over. I knew as soon as they went down to 10 men we were going to lose. That's the second time he's got in. Oh, thank you for the raid, Stinger. You're an absolutely fabulous human being. Welcome into all of the raiders. I am afraid you join us at a terrible, terrible time. We've just taken over as Crystal Palace boss. We're taking on a Southampton side who are managed by the former Crystal Palace manager. And they had a man sent off after 2 minutes. And we're losing. And I'm in the tactical wilderness. Stinger, whilst you're here. Send us a tactic, will you? Send us something. Windows 7 afternoon. First time chatter. Welcome in. Let's see who else is with us. Tallis is saying offside. We were robbed. Everyone, you were here for the start of the journey. Llama to full time. Here we go. I'm not sure about that. First time chatter. Craig McFlyshaw, welcome in. Welcome into all of the raiders. Still time to make it better. Oh, it's just not working. It's not working. Typical as well. We're putting in an abject performance as we're playing the song that my team, Birmingham City, walk out to. Talking of abject, Mr. Blue Skies. Ah. Is it me? Well, yeah, it is. We know it's me. Does the 4-3-3 not work? Is it not a thing? Oh, I don't even know what to change. An absolute well, I'm glad you're enjoying the tunes, Pokes. We're trying to save my career here. A rate? Come on. Oh, tame. A sweepstake on when we go for the 4-4-2. Oh. It's going to be soon, isn't it? It's going to be after this game. I mean, we're up against a 4-4-2 with a man sent off, and it's still better than what we're pottering around with. No pace in the side. Oh, hang on. There's a bit of pace. Oh, now we're ahead on the XG. We're ahead on the shots. Still, we're losing. Come on. Get up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Krista, for you, too few tactical instructions? Loads on. That's a lot for me. Tallis likes a 4-1-3-2. Windows likes a bit of asymmetric. Have a go at asymmetric, what, with the midfield 3? Casino, when in doubt, invert the... Oh, God. Can you imagine if I implement everything I'm being advised here? An asymmetric 4-1-3-2 with 3 segundo volantes on attack and inverted wing-backs. Definitely doesn't work for you like it did in... Oh, great. Am I playing a Dudden scenarios? Your 4-3-3 was fantastic then. Although you played strikerless. 4-3-3 is not working is sacrilege, Kesson. You know a great YouTube channel that provides strong tactical ideas. That would be the manager's seat. Which I reckon you can find a link to the Discord to by typing in !Discord. Stinger, are you raided because the shopping came, did it? How are we all? Desperate, Stinger. I'm going to say desperate. Anarchy Alley afternoon. Hope all is well. In life, yes, all is serene. Football Manager. No, not many streamers out there banging out Status Quo. This is the second Quo song. This is my retro playlist here. Dre the Chosen. Does Ancelotti ever get fired or retired? This Ancelotti will. Tallis thinks Makuku should be the advanced forward. Sean, does high press and drop off more? Yes, it contradicts. Yes, there was reasoning for it. J450M, by the way, thank you for the follow. Wormwood23, thank you for the follow. You're both incredibly kind. Pick my spirits up when When I am lost in the tactical wilderness here. Status quo advising whatever you want. Did it work, by the way? Did it work? You've pressed the Discord. You need a bot. Oh, I was working the other stream. It was working. McFlyshaw is following. Thank you very much. If Llama isn't full-time by Christmas, you'll marry a goat. You're already married to the goat, aren't you? Tell Helen I said that, will you? Hey, you can have that line. You can have that line. J450, you joined the Discord. Perfect. You'll love it over there. 8,000 people chatting Football Manager. And shortly after this stream, diagnosing what's wrong with my tactic. Okay. Do we go like dirty rats and put 3 up front? Stinger, if you're still there, look away now. Don't watch. There's no need for you to see this. Do we go like dirty rats and put 3 up front? They're going to move out into the channels anyway, but we asked them to play a little bit wider. So they're like full-on aggressive wingers. Stay a bit wider over there. And then we might need to compact the middle a little. That's disgusting, isn't it? Right, people don't like my high press and my drop off more. Is this the Cluj formation? Is that what I played in FM20? Oh, sorry, if I've played it before, it's clearly not going to work, is it? All right, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Move one back to be a 4-4-2 diamond. That's so vanilla, though, isn't it? I want something a bit more razzmatazz. 3 strikers hasn't worked since FM18. Oh, great. Great. Don't worry. It's not even half time yet. Let's not over panic. Let's not get carried away. Oh, hang on. Oh, what? I turned away. What fresh hell is this? Have they got a pen? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God. Right. Of course. Oh. 2-0 down to 10 men. I never beat 10 men. We're not even playing well against them. We're not even getting FM'd. We're just getting... Oh. So McFly, now we're switching to the 5-3-2 with the libero, and that's with the 3 Segundo Volantes on attack. Nice. Cluj formation gives you post-traumatic stress. Suits the roles and the abilities of your starting formation. Here we go, Rook. This is a nice little break. FIFA database updates. Lost the first game of the new season by 1 goal. Your save seems to be bugged as your loans never end. Z would like that. You're absolutely right. Pokes 3 up top, all AFs, has worked fine for you. Hang on. Yeah, but you're in the in-game editor, Pokes, aren't you? High defense is killing you. I've moved it down now, haven't I? Look, I don't mind admitting I'm getting a bit weepy here. Yeah, I've moved it down. Oh. Right. It's game 4 of the season. You can't do it, can you, game 4? Can you throw it game 4? I look at me, my backup goalie's anxious. I don't know why. You're not getting on the pitch. Centre halves are both anxious. They know what's coming. Kelvin Yeboah somehow managing to average above a 7. This is ugly. This is ugly. Get one of your players sent off. Yeah, that would give me a chance. Llama is pretending he won't try out these ideas, but offline he'll try them. You wait. We're redesigning at half time. Right. Let's I throw the water bottle too much, so let's thrash the arms. Okay, let's think about this like grown-ups. Because this ain't working. Not at all. So, what could we do differently? The title of this song, this is malicious. Football Manager is malicious. But Coco's doing terribly. Let's move him to be a striker. Who in midfield is doing the worst? It's Morty. God, Morty's been rubbish all season, apart from the last game. Rook, we're being grown-ups here. Greeno, you'd accept this if we were playing City, maybe even against Arsenal, but against Southampton, I know. Largezo, thank you for the follow. God, we've had an absolute spate. Absolute spate of followers this afternoon. Goodness me. Thank you very much. If you want to lurk away, finish your working week, you go for it. If you want to jump in the chat, tell me what on earth I should do about this load of old nonsense. Okay. What about? You're not working. Oh, LaJazo, you are living the dream. Living the dream. Working week's done, is it? Sean Paul, Velasco's pace got through the middle. Seems to be a big problem. How quick are your centre-backs? Not quick. Even at all. I mean, really, the opposite. The whole back line is not quick. What do we bring into the party here? 14 pace, 11 acceleration. And 15 pace, 12 acceleration. Not good. Not good, by the way. And Urshifov, thank you very much for the follow. Love that little noise whenever it goes off. My favourite thing. Like grown-ups, come on. We got some fine vintage citizens in here. Push the wing backs up and go back three. Kesson, back threes don't work. I can't get a back three working. Rook's closer, I think, with the 117. Lagesso, you're not a fan of asymmetric formations. Neither am I. I'm not a fan of anything here. Right, let's get Morton off. What about a kind of a wham bam thank you ma'am? 4-2-4. That can't be any worse, can it? We get some little wingers dabbling around out there, some wingbacks coming up and supporting them. We keep the anchor man. Sue Gray carries on playing as a... Do roaming playmakers not work either? Am I fooling myself? That's going to leave us very exposed, I think, if they're on attack, isn't it? What about a couple of supporters, but you've got to hold your position, son. And don't, mark your position. Here we go. Got no game. More attacking width to stretch the 10 men. Llama's panicking. I said going into this game, this was going to be a tough one. Okay. 4-2-4. We want to get in their faces. Let's stop their goalkeeper passing the ball. Maybe I'm getting run ragged all over the place because we're trying to counter press. Let's take that off. Hold the ball out to the fullbacks as well as the centre halves. Two wingers on the pitch, we go wide. Pass it into the space. Take work ball off into the box. Get some set pieces going. All right. Tell me that is not the best formation you've ever seen. And I don't want to hear any accusations that this is a 4-4-2 in disguise, by the way. This is not even a 4-2-4 because these are deep lying here. This is a 4-2-0-2-0. 2-ish. Dire Straits seems appropriate. Oh, don't, Greeno. Don't. Maybe it's the playlist. Maybe if we change the playlist, it'll 4-4-2 and dire straits. That's not the best formation. The back line is still too high. But I'm going to get killed. I mean, that drops them back a bit, but... Sean, you were just thinking this is it's not... I don't know how much further away this could be from a 4-4-2. I mean, can only imagine what the Palace supporters are making this up against their former manager. Down to 10 men. First 2 minutes. 4-2-4, you have distinct memories of me criticising this exact formation. I don't know what you're referring to. Your memory has betrayed you there, Pokes. This is the classic 4-2-4. Throw the front four at them. All right. Let's give it 45 minutes. This game's kippers and custard already. Should have streamed Mario Karts. Okay. Gray. Over the top. Makuku. That was more encouraging though, wasn't it? I mean, that was an actual chance. We released Makuku through one-on-one with the keeper. He missed it. Of course he did. By the way, I've probably got Makuku still pulling out wide, haven't I? That actually worked there as well. Pulled off the centre half, so we'll keep it. I've left it on by mistake, but we'll keep it. Look at this width. Oh, with it hit the post and hit the bar now, have we? Great. Great. And they're tired. And there's a booking for Makoko. Let's get Flavs on. Okay, what else can we change? Centre halves. Let's get Rosales on. Left back, we'll get Christina on. That's 4 subs at once. 3 subs at once. I think that's enough. That's not... Look at that. An XG of 2 and we're sat on 0 goals. Although I've not hated the way we've played in the second half. Come on, a little consolation. Something just to whisper gently to the fans that maybe their new manager is not terrible. No. That's a third really good chance this half, though. Look at the XG. You say think of all the fines you can do. I can only get 2 out because they played so well in the second half. I wanna click that button. I want to click. I do. I really want to throw the water bottle. I just feel game 4 of the season's too early. Okay. I think things get easier in the next game. I think we got Man United. That'll be fine. I think they won the league last year, didn't they? It won't be a problem. Be fine. We're not in the relegation zone. The team keeping us out of the relegation going to Brighton, who we threw away a 2-goal lead against and drew 2-2. Right. What did we like that we did in that game then? So we ditched Morton because he was just squiffy. And I'm not sure a Segundo is the right thing there. Maybe just a cheeky little deep-lying playmaker. And then that'll be a nice little double pivot then, because if I put hold position on that DM, the DLP's already got hold position. So they're kind of like not stray too far from their positions when we're getting counter-attacks. And then the 4 up front can just do their thing. Oh, I wish I had a left winger. I I have to bring this 18-year-old kid into the... He's rubbish as well. Oh, valued at 44 million. I don't see that, but needs must, because he's been terrible. Okay. Then I'm going... I'd be going into this new formation with only one player on attack. Is that a thing? Can you only have one player on attack? Oh, sorry. What else have we got? Here we go. We've got lots of comments. One of the midfielders and the wing-backs need to be on defend. That's a very attacking tactic. Noted. Okay, we'll have a think about that. Invert the wing-backs. If I invert the wing-backs here, there'll be 4 of them sat here. It'll be a bit much, won't it? Soccer Scenarios and Mario Kart stream could be a thing. I tell you what, we may well be doing that. Just think of all the fun. Yeah, done that. The Cruyff way. I need to say that properly, don't I? It's not Cruyff. That's how we say it. Cruyff. The Cruyff way. Thank you for the follow. Anyway, while I splutter my way through saying Johan Cruyff's name. We are responsible for Brighton's only point. Yes. Sean, fact of the day. Twix chocolate bars actually stands for twin sticks. Ripple of applause for that. By the way, let's stop talking so much Football Manager, because that's never going to catch on. I don't care whether you're North American, European, or whether you're one of our Asian or African viewers as well. Favourite confectionery product? Let's hear them, and I will rate them as they come in. For me, Sean, a Twix that has been refrigerated is up there. It's a marquee. And here they come. Stroop waffle from Rook. I don't know what that is. Yali's going Thai sweet chili crisps. Greeno's gone for a Starbar. Greeno, really? That always strikes me as a bit of it's in the discount section. And Pokes, I'm not even reading that out. You know why. The war's over. We're not rationing anymore. Can you join the Mario Kart stream? Also, love watching the chefs at work trying to cook up a tactic. Kesson, here we go. Here's the first one I'm rating. Lion bars. That's marquee. Sean, no. No, Sean. Kinder Bueno, no. Come on now. Peanut M&M's, Craig. Interesting. Stroop waffle, 2 very thin waffles with honey and caramel. Continental, I like it. Sean Paul, what are you doing? Raisins have no business being in confectionery. Oh no, that's a 3 out of 10. Starbar, 2 out of 10. Crowthway marathon chocolate bars. I love the way you call them a marathon. 5. Bueno is not underrated. What's it in that? What is that stuff in it? Is it like praline? I can't be doing it. Craft, you're that old. Raisins, exactly, Kesson. Nothing, I tell you what, nothing wrong with the raisin. As dried fruits go, nothing wrong with them. But they have no business ever making their way into a chocolate bar. There we go, Isaac. Cheeky bit of Battenberg. Do you know what's better than a bit of Battenberg, Isaac? Is the mini ones that have got the marzipan around a very tight square. I find the ratio of cake to marzipan more pleasing than when you cut a slice. I'm just going to say that. You know those little rectangular tubed ones. Very good. Raisins Lilith's basketball. I don't know what that means. You say that about raisins, but a picnic is a pretty... No. I don't know how much clearer I've got to be with you people. The dried fruit gets out of the chocolate. I mean, no ifs or buts. This is like David Bowie here. There's no ifs or buts. David Bowie is terrible, and dried fruit does not get into chocolate. It's a little bit like Stinger putting sweet corn on a pizza. There's no place for it in a civilized society. Right, this is happening. Maybe we could still drop off more as well. We could... No, we can't do that. Okay. Maybe we get this off because maybe it's running us ragged. And we go wider, pass into species. We take that off, play for set pieces. Boom. That's a tactic, my friends, on the hoof. A twirl. I tell you what, that's a classic there, Foggy. That's a classic. Do you know what I like about a twirl as well? It takes out the barbaric nature of a flake by encasing it in a second layer of chocolate. Can't abide a flake. Nobody can eat a flake with dignity. Apologies if you are North American. You will not know what a flake is. It's what British people dunk in ice creams. And you absolutely cannot. Excuse me. Excuse me, Gesundheit. Foot like a traction engine. Thank you for the follow as well. I'm just putting everybody right on their favourite confectionery-based snacks here. Feel free to pop yours in there. Yeah, I feel like a twirl is just a good way of making a flake more civilised. There is a place for sweet corn. Take that. Not on a pizza. Good Lord, you'll be saying pineapples on pizzas next. If you put fruit in chocolate, you're doing both the fruit and the chocolate incorrectly. There you go. He gets it. And oh God, how am I saying this one? Eli Sidrania? No, maybe I've put the emphasis in the wrong place. Maybe it's Elise. Elise Drania. I'm going to say Drania. Thank you for the follow. You're an absolute hero. Foot like a traction engine and Drania. 2 follows within a minute. Absolutely love it. Did you say the tactic on the hoof? Or on the hoo? It's on the hoof. A reason chocolate I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. By the way, Rougeau, good work there. The chatbot's picked up Neanderthal. There we go, Yalikins. We agree. Pineapple. I love a pineapple. But on a pizza? Savage. Absolutely savage. It was good pronunciation. Well, I had about 12 goes at it. All I'm hearing is that FM Llama's viewers have exclusively awful opinions. Yeah. Yeah, auto mod got a little bit over officious there, I fancy. Goodness me. I mean, goodness me. Come on, we're all friends here. We can say Neanderthal. Little enthusiastic. I think there's different levels of it, and I was terrified of some of the savages on Twitch, so I think I set it pretty high. Right. Somebody was saying, and I forget who, we need some more defense in this. So let's have a little think. Yalikins, by the way, thank you for the follow. Tell you what, we've picked up a few this stream. Love that little noise. Even though you're a nose, happy to follow. Well, I am a nose, I'm afraid. 296. What's that? Is that what we're on in total? Is it 296? That's nearly 300. That's not bad, is it, for 3 streams? 100 a stream? Are my sums right there? Yeah, nearly at 300. Couldn't agree more about the flake. You may as well just chuck it up in the air and watch it rain down. Nobody can eat a flake with dignity. It's one of those things that's impossible to do. Right. No, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Because the DM's over on that side. That would make more sense. Joshua's saying go inverted on these little puppies. I don't think he can go to the right and be inverted. And he has absolutely no ability to play over there. So they'd have to be inverted on their good foot. And then we're having 4 players all bumping into each other there. I don't think... Kevin! Kevin! Ah, welcome in. He's following. If you don't know Kev V90, by the way, absolute hero from the Manager's Seat Discord. Huge. Oh, he's going to judge me here. I'm going to say Ajax. Ajax fan. Do you pronounce it Ajax when you're pronouncing it properly? By the way, help me out here, Kev. Help me out. I was calling him Johan Cruyff. Because in England, we normally say Johan Cruyff. Cruyff? I'm trying to be classy. Drainier, you're waiting for a job offer, but no incoming for 3 weeks. Patience. Patience. I've been out of work for a good 3 months. Eventually, the game will take pity on you and throw you an interview. And goodness me, I'm going to have to work hard on this, aren't I? Caddy Koi Maimunu 33. I can't believe there were already 32 people with that username. Welcome in, Caddy Koi. Thank you very much for the follow. We've got to be edging our way towards 300 now, haven't we? 300 followers in 3 streams. That sounds all right, that does. By the way, Kev, feel free to assess my tactic as we go. I'm having a terrible time. I've just lost 2-0 to a team that were reduced to 10 men in the 2nd minute. We've not won a game this season. And, oh, we're playing Leicester next. Okay, I thought we were playing Man United next, but we're not. We're playing Leicester next. I feel like we want to squeeze one more in before the end of the stream to test out this absolute horror show of a new tactic, don't we? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Kev, you pronounce Ajax perfectly. You were... Oh, hang on. Imagine pronouncing... shall I just go back to Cruyff then? Shall I go back to Cruyff? I remember there's an episode of Ted Lasso where a Dutch person says it. I haven't got it. I haven't got it. Ait Nori liked a link down the left with Makoko. Probably no help as you're trying to change formation. I tell you what, though. Bringing Suleiman into the side, and Makoko is left-footed, probably isn't as good as bringing Flavio into the side. This song suits the tactical mood as well, doesn't it? Maybe that would, yeah. Maybe that's a thing. Foggy, thank you very much for that. That's a good spot. Rook's out of the Uzbekistan Cup. Oh, no, out of the Cup to an Uzbekistan side. Happens to the best of us. Next game in 13 days. Yeah. All right, get a move on, he says. Get a move on. Forgot how he says it, but he definitely corrects Ted. I know. I thought it was Cruyff. It's got some roll. The Dutch love the rolls, don't they? Whereas we're a little bit more up and down, I think, in our speech. We're all right, Joshua, anyway. Mrs. Llama says I've got till 1:15. We've got till 1:15. Drain it. You're so sad. Why? What happened? Did you get an interview? Either way, this is rude of me, but shall we holiday past the transfer window? Transfer deadline, exactly, and I have left us no money in the transfer kitty to do any business whatsoever. I'm going to say as well, I don't like criticising the chat. You know, you're giving up your time to spend a Friday afternoon with me. It feels bad to criticise you. But your favourite confectionery products were poor. Poor. No, I mean, whoever said the Lion Bar, kudos to you. All of this stuff with dried fruit in is a no. Kinder Buenos, come on now. Come on now. Kev, how do you pronounce just those two letters then? Ui, so the U and the I together. Well, as in Cruyff, oi. I think Cruyff. Kesson, that was you. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. I like a Lion Bar. Grizzly. Yeah, I think you have to be pretty grizzly to name yourself Lion Bar and get away with it, don't you? Kev's rolling his eyes at our Dutch pronunciations, I know. Ajax. By the way, have Ajax done any business yet? You seem to make a habit of selling all of your good players to Benfica, don't you? Top confectionery choices then, other than refrigerated Twixes. So you can rate them. Okay. Off the top of the dome, as the youngsters would say. Games Tell Stories is hitting hard straight away. A Whisper. That's rated. They used to have Whispers with a little layer of caramel in. They don't do those anymore. They were the gold standard. I'd say Mint Aero would be up there. A Toffee Crisp would be good. A Kit Kat Chunky, I think, is the snack of champions. Let's go up a tier. Thornton's Viennese truffles. And a Lindor Lindt chocolate. Now we're up in a notch. Probably a bit fancy for you savages with your picnics. But there you go. There you go. Can you send me a voice recording via Discord, or is that not possible? You'll show you how to pronounce it. I don't know, Kev. Give it a go. Go on, give it a go. Whisper Golds, you can still get them. No. Whisper Golds are a thing. Stinger, what's Tony? What's a Tony? I've never heard of a Tony. Whisper Golds are back. All right. It's the 2020s Wonka bars. I've never heard of a Tony. What is this? Kit Kat. Guessing you're not having that. Simon Star bars. No. I've not gone posh. It's got a sophisticated palate. It's not posh. Come on now. Let me have a little thing. What else is good? Let me go down the little chocolate aisle. Dairy Milk over Galaxy, but I mean we're all agreed on that, aren't we? Who buys a Galaxy in this day and age? It's like inhaling air. It's got no weight to it. It's got no gravitas. Kit Kat Chunky there. Thank you, Joshua. That's the stuff, isn't it? Let's take it down a notch, I think, from full-on chocolate bars. Let's go kind of biscuit bars. Penguins, not got much time for them, if I'm honest. Kev, that voice message has come through on my phone, so I think that might work, you know. I think that might work. Penguins are just Bourbons with a little coating of chocolate on, and we all know that Bourbons are, well, rationing biscuits, let's be honest. I quite like a gold bar. Them are all right, them. Orange clubs, mint clubs, I'm all in. Simon Thorne, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a penguin, but it is unspectacular, isn't it? Dime Cadburys are elite, Isaac, are they? Simon Thorne, I tell you what, Blue Ribbon it's basically an unbranded drifter, but I will take either. I like a wafer. Guessing brother loves penguin bars. Never rate. I mean, humour-wise or taste-wise, they are subpar. I'd imagine Pokes enjoys penguins. I'd imagine. Thoughts on a bounty, Kesson? It's always the great divide, isn't it? I will take a bounty. You know, in the celebrations, they're the ones that are left till the end. I don't mind a bounty. I wouldn't have it in my top 5. I wouldn't have it in my top 10. But I wouldn't kick it out the box. By the way, as well, if we're going into selection boxes now, any kind of orange chocolate is, again, it's the gold standard. An orange cream, an orange aero, a Terry's chocolate orange. Now we're talking. I think I might have just thought of my favourite, though. I think it's come to me. I think I know what my favourite is. Terry's chocolate orange would be up there, by the way. A Tunnocks caramel wafer foggy. You are talking. You are talking. Dark chocolate bounties for Kirk there. What do you mean lost it, Craig? Lost it? Maltesers are all right. Orange with chocolate stinger. Well, that's classic, you though. You're from the north, aren't you? You eat rocks up there. Fruit should not be allowed with chocolate. No, I agree with you with like dried fruit, but the flavourings? Come on. You're telling me it's Christmas Eve. You and Helen have put the presents under the tree. You know, there's a little waft of nutmeg in the air. She sits down on the sofa. You've got a couple of Cash in the Attics that you're about to binge watch. And she cracks open a Terry's chocolate orange. Come on now. Come on now. You know as well as I do, you would go through that like termites through rafters. But I'm going to say, I reckon there's something out there better than a chocolate orange. I'm going to give you my number one. I'm going to give you my number one. It's a bit niche, by the way, my number one. Where do we stand with Toblerones? I think it depends on the type of chocolate that's used in them there, Sean. White Toblerones, I don't have a lot of time for, to be honest. But a milk chocolate Toblerone, yes. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, the Leicester game is nearly upon us. But we don't care about the Leicester game. We don't care about the fact that we've not won a game this season. We don't care that the squad are unhappy with something that I've done and just clicked past in my rush to get to the Leicester game. We don't even care that we're about to try a pioneering brand new tactic that is as far removed from a 4-4-2 as it is possible to get. All we care about is me informing, educating you as to what the best chocolate bar is. And there is only one. There is only one. Cash in the Attic on Christmas Eve. Absolutely. That's how Stinger rolls. Strawberries and raspberries are about all you're willing to put with chocolate when it comes to fruit. I don't know about a raspberry. Strawberries, yes. So let's tell you, because I can tell you're on tenterhooks. And when I tell you the name of this product, you will know, you will see the light. It will be like an epiphany. Rays will come down from the heavens. You'll hear a choir of angels just gently lapping in the background. And you'll know. When I say it, you'll know. Ricky Kitty, good afternoon. Outlook, hi to you. Ricky Kitty, it's Bourneville. Is it? It's not. It's not. If he says cream egg, we burn the place. Do you know what? Cream eggs are all about the ratios. Those little cream eggs that you get in a celebrations. No, miniature heroes, I think, aren't they? Not enough chocolate, too much fondant. The mini cream eggs that they sell in little bags. Not enough fondant, too much chocolate. The ratios are all wrong. A classic cream egg, the chocolate to fondant ratio is just right. But it's not the top one. Not the top one. Joshua, you ready for this? Stop stalling if you never watched his stream. Hey, I think we're about to play game 4, aren't we here? Haidari is struggling for fitness. He's not going to be playing today. Lacroix is back, so here we go. Let's get Haidari back on the bench. Okay. Bangura and Gray. All right, if you've got it, cross it. Oh, squad looking good. Love how you've picked up. Yeah. Well, he's a bit old now. He's 32. And he's having a wretched season, a 6.5. But we need the boys to come up big today. Because I'm struggling. I don't mind telling you. I am struggling. By the way, I think there's been an update that's killed tactics. Atlook is now following as well. Thank you very much. If Llama never stalled, he'd still be 35. All right, I'll tell you. If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's a fries cream. There you go. That's your elite, by the way. And Ghosted 3 Gaming. And Spud in the Mud. You see, since I announced the best chocolate, isn't it? Let's just take these out for a second. Let me turn the volume up. Kev, I'm going to try and listen here.
So it's like you say the U and the I, not as oi, but more like I.
I like Cruyff. Eh? Cruyff? Cruyff. Johan Cruyff. I've got to be getting closer, haven't I? Oh, look, for Barry Leverington. In behind. Do we have to go even deeper here? Deeper than Jamiroquai. What on earth is this? Oh. We're losing again. Leicester are in the relegation zone. If we do a cheeky extra stream on Sunday, who's up for shopping around for a new club, by the way? Should never have left QPR. Never have left QPR. How incredibly anticlimactic and wrong. Fries cream, what are you, my nan? Double Decker is indeed a wild card. I will take that. You stalled 5 minutes for that? Hang on, Ricky knows there. They are lush. Thank you. Can a mod time out a stream? Hang on. Play that again. What, a bit of T-Rex? I take Llama. I take it back. Llama being 35. He was actually born in 1935. Great start. Barry Chuckle strikes again. I thought it would be difficult for an English. Almost there, but not quite. I'm trying, Kev. Just keep it to Cruyff. Is it going to be a forced shop around? It could be. I mean, we've had the same number. Oh, we've had the same number of shots. They just get. My defense is too old and too slow. After what happened at Vallecano, where I bought in too many new players, finished that. Oh, I bought in too many new players at Vallecano. That did for us there. I was trying not to disrupt the squad harmony with too many signings. I think I should have freshened things up more than I just opened up at will. I tell you, and that is the thing. That's the thing. The undeniable dwarf says, do you know what? Now I'll give him the follow. You are too kind. It's hard to be despondent when people are showing kindness like that. Ah, Striker's now injured. Ah. Can we check how many followers anywhere? I don't know. It tells me who's following. It doesn't tell me who's unfollowing as they watch these atrocities. Smith Rowe has got to be in his 40s, and he's just running the show today. Tony Aboa, Bangora, that's so poor. Oh. Is that Michael Elise? Oh, not again. Not Barry. The commentator said it looked easier to score than miss. Just run at him. Just run. Come on, son. Come on, get it in the box now. Come on. Flavio. Follower count is 303. Goodness me. No wonder it's rubbish. The tactic is called Adam Ricketts. Star of stage and screen. Not that anyone needs to worry, but what's the board expectation? No, avoid relegation. You seemed in need of a follow. You're absolutely right, undeniable. Saw me on YouTube. First time catching a stream. Could be last time after this, to be honest. I might not have a club to manage. Goes to 3 gaming. That sounds weird, but if you have your front line press higher at the pitch, it helps. You're doing a Nautico save in Brazil, and it helps you punch above your weight with a below average back line. Oh, well, at this point, anything's worth a shot, I think, isn't it? Shall I finally... It's still not water bottle time, is it? The worrying thing is I don't think we've bottomed out yet. And Duck, God of Quack, seen me in Salty's chat from time to time, so I thought you'd check out the stream. Duck, God of Quack, I can only apologise. What was that? Get your acts together. We've got 45 minutes left. I've already gone a little bit over. Mrs. Llama says I've got till 1:15. Oh, that's so poor. Oh, that's so poor. Follow account is 303. Applause to the follow account and to the goal. Oh goodness. Oh, Salty's still there. Oh, that was a good effort from a Coco. Am I the only one that is feeling that the troops have been roused since half time? These players are wanted, dead or alive. We're into the relegation zone here, by the way. Come on, Rizzo. Let's win this and let's go. We got a lot of bookings on this pitch, by the way. Lot of bookings. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Flavs. Flavs. That was a chance. Right, bookings. Bangura's going to have to come off. There we go. Come on. Are there any jobs? Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're mounting a comeback here. I very nearly said 4-4-2. It's not that. The 4-2-0-2-2 might just need a bit of finessing. Oh, God. Gilmore 47. Hey guys. Anyone wants to do a network save on FM whilst we watch the Llama, you can host it. I don't know what very much of that means. You lost me at network save, if I'm honest. But I'm sure if you go in the Manager Seat Discord and put in the general chat that you're looking for people to play a network save with, I see people from time to time mention that. Oh, I'm putting the angry tactics on there. No, play tired because the subs are rubbish. It's the defending at one end and the finishing at the other. Yeah, so we're not very good attacking wise or defensively, which some say is a barrier to success. But I honestly think we're a little bit unlucky to lose this. I know we're playing a terrible team, but... Okay. We're training tomorrow. There we go, boys. They were training tomorrow anyway, but we won't tell them. We won't tell them. Are 2 points from 5 games what you expected? I feel like you know the answer to that question. This Manager Seat you speak of, do they have a YouTube channel and any handsome creators on there? Yep, Johnny is very handsome. Me and Stinger are also there. 5 games, 2 points, relegation zone, dead or alive. We missed Europe on goal difference last season, but they were managed by a different manager then. Oh. Right. Look, not that this means a thing. But we'll have a look. We'll have a little look. Is there anything doing? Ivory Coast. Crystal Palace is under 21s. Looks good about now, to be brutally honest. Oh, okay. Look, we got some thinking to do off stream. Clearly. We are going to be back. I think we're going to try and squeeze an extra stream in on Sunday, you know. I reckon about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Got a few things going on around lunchtime and in the afternoon. I'll get live as soon as I can. By that time, we might be Arsenal's assistant manager. You never know. Or we might have just played a game or two offline and turned it around with some managerial brilliance. Hopefully, we shall see you over on Sunday. And we are going to set up a raid to the beautiful Kev, United City FM. If you've never followed Kev before, say hello in the chat. He is a fabulous man, fabulous streamer. We'll see you Sunday.